Hello, and welcome to this week's episode. This week, we're going to talk a little bit about how to avoid burnout. I've been gone for the last few weeks from posting videos, just trying to catch up on some of the things that have happened since I've been gone. And I'm going to share some updates of where I've been, what I've been doing, and just give you some tips on how to avoid burnout. So stay tuned. All right. So on this week's episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about how to avoid burnout. So I've been traveling a ton this summer. I just got back from a personal trip to Washington State as well as California, but I've also been to Alaska photographing grizzly bears on the coast. We were scouting for a future tour, which we'll be putting together this fall. We'll be putting the tour together for next summer, but it should be posted this fall. I was in Arizona, in Tucson at the Southeast Arizona Birding Festival. I was giving some walks and working the booth for Wildside Nature Tours. I was also in Ecuador in the Galapagos Islands, leading a tour also for Wildside. And I was also in the Channel Islands in California, as well as in the Greater Yellowstone for 5 weeks. So I have been super busy leading lots of tours. I've also been working in my gallery up in Georgetown, Texas, and it's just been an amazing whirlwind summer. So I have been posting videos all year long, weekly, and I've kind of dropped the ball the last few weeks. And I want to talk a little bit about that. So first of all, sorry if you've missed me. The good news is I've had a video go viral on my YouTube channel, and I'll post that in the description if you want to see it. It's a video I took 4 years ago of a harbor seal in La Jolla, California, giving birth. It's a cool video, and all of a sudden it just started going viral. So I've had 26,000 views on it, and a lot of them have come in the last few weeks. So I've let that ride instead of posting new videos, and it's good to give yourself a little grace. You want to avoid burnout. We as photographers, we travel a lot. We're spending a lot of time editing when we're home and trying to keep up with newsletters and updating websites and selling our work in various forms and writing articles and creating new tours and all of the things that go into being a photographer, not just all the fun stuff with taking the pictures, but everything else that happens behind the scenes. This is where burnout happens when we don't give ourselves time to rest and recuperate. So, I just want to give you a few tips on what I do to avoid burnout. All right, so my first tip for avoiding burnout is to give yourself the permission to have some time off. It may seem like you are missing opportunities by not working every single day. And yes, I fall into this trap a lot where I do tend to work every single day. I don't work all day every day, but I do try to do something every single day. I'm actually about to go off to a museum with my husband since I'm not going to see him for the next few weeks, but I'm still recording this video. So I do give myself time off. I plan events that are non-work related just to give myself the opportunity to rest. But I also do tend to work almost every single day, even if it's only for a little bit of time. But give yourself that permission. If you have to schedule it, do that. Schedule the time off. I also try to schedule myself breaks throughout the day. That means I'm giving myself a lunch break whenever possible if I'm working from home. And I do that away from my desk. Most of the times I do it sitting in front of the television. And I do that purposely to give myself time to reflect, give myself a break from being in front of the computer screen. And it's a set amount of time. So usually the length of a TV show. And that really does help me out. All right, tip number 2 for avoiding burnout is to give yourself some goals. I like to give myself some short-term goals as well as some long-term goals. This way, you are feeling like you're succeeding by getting those short-term goals accomplished more quickly, and then you're building towards those longer-term goals. I also do like to give myself little rewards for accomplishing those goals. It can be as simple as having a to-do list and checking off that you did it. That is just a burst of endorphins from knowing that you got to check that off. Or you can give yourself a little prize, might be a physical prize, or it could be something like a walk around the block or an extra hour of, playing with the dog, something simple, but just giving yourself a little bit of reward. And that way you feel like you are achieving and you're having fun while you're working. All right, my last tip for avoiding burnout is to share what you're doing with people. That could be on social media, it could be a newsletter, it could be a blog on your website, or just talking to other people, whether you're giving presentations, you're just talking with your friends, or maybe you're part of a group like a photography club or a nature group. But share what you're doing, share your experience with people. That way you have people in your corner cheering you on. When you're starting to feel like you are getting a little bit of burned out, share those experiences too. You'll get far more people who are cheering you on, encouraging you to go, and helping you along the way. And this will continue to give you the momentum to move forward. This way, you avoid burnout. You are having a fun with your photography, and you are not eventually burning out and giving up. So, hopefully that helps. Couple of those tips. And at the end of this video, I'm going to just share just a real quick reel of some of the places I've been this summer. So stay tuned for that. And we will catch you next time on this channel. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. And we're getting really close to my first initial goal. Like I said, I set some smaller goals, larger goals. My first goal was to get 500 subscribers. We're just over the 450 mark. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to also get some comments and learn more about what you want to hear on these videos. All right, well, I'll catch you next week, and enjoy the next little bit of reel. All right, take care.